covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Villagers hit the open water for some water skiing. Plus, you're going to learn more about a Villages Dog Club. The Villages High School held its final graduation ceremony at its current Buffalo Ridge campus Saturday morning. 249 seniors officially concluded their high school careers as they received their diplomas outside at the H.G. Morris Range in front of friends, family, and other supporters. Valedictorian Leah Byron told her fellow graduates there is no set script for how life will turn out, and you don't lose anything for going above and beyond. The mosaic of what the future will look like is being painted by their generation, and each one of them is given a paintbrush, and what is done with that brush is up to them. Leah has attended the charter school since kindergarten, and she says the school prepared her and her classmates for what's ahead. Villages Charter School Director of Education Randy McDaniel presented the diplomas to each graduate as they walked across the stage, and Principal Rob Grant presented the closing comments. He told the Villages class of 2023, you are leaving your legacy as the last graduating class to grace the range at VHS as they progress into a new era at Middleton. He says this moment is the inauguration of a new chapter in a new epic era in their lives. He challenged them to continue practicing the Villages core values of hospitality, hard work, creativity, and stewardship. After saying, "Go Buffalo," the graduates threw their green caps towards the sky. 3 days before graduation day, 2 Villages High School seniors announced their next steps. There was a joint signing day event for VHS girls basketball stars Zoe Tennell and Brett Wilkie. Zoe, who had a historic final year wearing a Buffalo uniform on the basketball court, plans to attend and play basketball at Daytona State College. She was surrounded by her parents, brother, and grandmother as she made it official. As for Brett, he will attend and wrestle at Nebraska Wesleyan University in the fall. He made a special announcement while seated between his parents and next to his brother and head wrestling coach Wayne Terry. Wayne and his team were also recognized at the ceremony as Villages Athletic Director Richard Pettis presented Wayne with a letter from the Florida High School Athletic Association recognizing his team for exceptional sportsmanship. After this short break, we'll head out on a boat. You will not want to miss this.
The revolutionary Power to Golf Club requires no swing to hit golf shots from 50 up to 225 yards. That's right, no swing. It's empowering golfers with physical issues to continue enjoying time golfing with friends and family. With just the push of a button, the easy-to-use Power to Golf Club launches shots down the fairway and onto the green. Whether a physical issue or just want to join in on the fun, the Power to Golf Club is for you. Visit online, powergolfclub.com.
For so many villagers, once they retire, they finally have the free time to pursue hobbies and other activities they have always wanted to do. Here's Ray Delago in the VNN newsroom with a look inside one of those unique groups, the Lake Miona Water Ski Club, which is celebrating its 15th year in this community.
15 years ago, Village of Ashland resident Bob Smalley decided he wanted to water ski. He put an ad in the Village's Daily Sun to see if other area residents would be interested in joining him, and it took off from there.
Got a couple to get involved. That snowballed into that many more. We only had 8 the first season. Then the next season we moved up to 12. We had 4 more. Then the next season we moved up. We're now at about 24 per season. Unfortunately, there is a fear that people have, especially if they are not from Florida. And that fear seems to keep a lot of people away. We're talking about the fear of the creatures that float around on the surface of this lake. But we have not seen one for over 8 years. And they are afraid of the boat, and will not come anywhere near a water skier.
This close-knit group has about 24 members who like to get up early 3 days a week to hit the open waters. Bob didn't take up this water hobby until he was 46, and now you can find him barefoot skiing any chance he gets. He says the club is always looking for more residents to join them.
We start them off the boom, okay? And they start off the boom on 2 skis and are always very successful. Then we hand them a handle, which is 5 feet off the boom, and they try it that way, and they're almost always very successful. And then eventually they get off the long line. So it's a progression that makes it much easier to learn to ski than it was 20 or so years ago. Some of the things we've accomplished is a human rope off the barefoot boom, where one of us is the rope and the other one is the barefoot water skier. The other one we've done is a pyramid. We've made a pyramid 3 or 4 times so far in the past. Pam is always at the top. Most people enjoy the fact that they're out here either doing something that they've never done before or something that they've done a long time ago. One of the most common comments I get is they love to start the day water skiing.
With the spring season here, they expect an increase in membership. If you'd like to get involved, send an email to Bob at smalleyrobT@AOL.com. They can be found at Lake Myona Park 7 a.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. From the VNN Newsroom, I'm Ray Delago.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
Another location nearby where you can go to get on the water is Silver Springs State Park, home to the Glass Bottom Boats. On August 26, 2021, the park debuted a new boat to accommodate those in wheelchairs. Village's resident Peggy Taylor was one of the advisors to the Florida State Parks Foundation as the project progressed.
And at that point, they were still talking about some way to retrofit one of the original glass bottom boats. And they eventually figured out that just wasn't going to work, and then they got the funding and they were able to have a whole new boat built, which is absolutely phenomenal. It really is, because it accommodates the family. You don't feel like you're stuck in a back corner somewhere, or you can't see. You can move, you can get up to the edge and see what's going on. You can have your friends and your family around you. When you get disabled or something happens that your mobility decreases, your world shrinks. And it is so nice to see something like that. That has basically expanded your ability to go out and see and participate in what's going on. Anytime I think you have friends and family that comes to Florida, you should take them out to see the glass bottom boats. For nothing else, to just see the size of the springs, how deep they are. The guides down here have a wonderful, their knowledge of the springs and what you're looking at, what you're seeing, and how deep the water is. I had no idea that these springs are that incredibly deep, and the amount of water that they push out and that sort of stuff, and how they really fit into the whole ecology of the whole state. So a way of looking at nature that, short of snorkeling, and most of us really aren't in the ability to do snorkeling anymore, you can enjoy it. It's wonderful.
Glass bottom boats have been a part of Silver Springs for the past 100 years. The new boat is named the Chief Pataki Betty May Tiger Jumper in honor of the Seminole tribe's first and to date only woman to serve as chief. It also has an induction loop system that allows passengers with hearing aids to clearly hear the captain narrate the tours. Silver Springs State Park is about 35 minutes north of the Villages. Up next, you'll meet some cute puppies. We'll be right back.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. A cleaning that improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
and cleaner.
G50, G50.
B15, bingo! In your face, Earl!
She said G50. I got bingo.
When you have hearing problems, it's the little details you miss.
We can help. Take our 7-day free trial. In your face, Earl.
Elite Hearing Centers of America. From hearing problems to hearing solutions.
From participating in resident parades to socializing at Edna's on the Green, members of the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel Club enjoy getting together.
We have 117 members. We have 60 Cavaliers. We have a mix of the four colors. So the four colors are the Blenheim, which is the brown and white. Then we have the tricolor, which is the black, white, and tan. And then we have the ruby, which is a beautiful color, almost like an Irish setter. And then we have the black and tan, which we have here today. When they meet you, their tail goes up and it wags back and forth, and they just look at you with these big brown eyes, and they're just irresistible. They are lovable companions. They just want to love you. So there's an expression, they say, the girls love you, but the boys fall in love with you. And that's what they do. They just run around the house, they look at you, they want to be loved, they want to sit and watch TV with you, they want to play with you. When we have our meetings at Lake Meona, the second Sunday of the month, our dogs are invited to the meetings, and usually we have about 30 dogs running around in the Stars and Stripes room. It's a lot of fun. They run in little packs, they play with each other. They're just beautiful dogs.
The club meets on the second Sunday of each month at Lake Meona Recreation. With this month's meeting happening on Mother's Day, they did a paw painting print.
We had 38 members at that meeting with 28 dogs, and we did paw prints. So they would dip their little paws in watercolor paint, and they would make little paw prints, and then we would decorate them with little stems, and it became a real creative activity, and everybody just loved it.
The group doesn't meet for the summer, but if you want to learn more about them, you can visit cavaliersofthevillages.com. Every week, we check in with the Villages Director of Recreation and Parks, John Rohan, to see what's going on. Let's hear what he has to say about what's happening in the days ahead.
Here we go, ladies. Rohan. That's right, with the Recreation and Parks Report, the Director of Recreation and Parks, the one, the only, John Rohan.
Did we time that perfectly?
Yeah.
We time everything perfectly.
Yeah, you know.
Can't beat live radio, right?
I don't know. I think some people would disagree with that.
You guys are rock stars. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, John. What's going on? What's good in recreation and parks?
I brought it over. I know it's hard to see.
No,
but
I see it.
I know we're going to see it on BNN later, but the Camp Villages summer brochure is out.
Is that like issue 1? Copy 1?
I got the first right off the press.
Can you autograph that and leave it in the studio for me?
How would you like me to sign it?
To my
favorite DJ.
That's it. To my favorite DJ and best friend.
Oh, I can do that.
So that's great. So now people have Camp Villages to go check out. We got the family coming in.
That's exactly right. And so we've done registration in 2 phases. We break it out over the 8 weeks. So weeks 1 through 4 registration begins Friday the 26th at 8:30 at any of the at your service centers, which are the Rohan, the Colony Cottage, the Eisenhowers, the larger recreation centers where staff is there to sign you up. And also, if you want to preempt it, you can register on ActiveNet. You know, get set up as a customer on ActiveNet, and it's all the information's in here, so it'll expedite. Or you can register online. Cool. So we offer multiple ways for people to get involved with the Camp Villages with all our programs, and you know, ActiveNet is our recreation management software. So once you become a customer on that software, and so whether you register for Camp Villages or you want to register for another social, your information's in there, kind of like other software programs.
Yeah.
Once you type in your name, everything will pop up, and then you can register for the different activities. So it's not just for one registration. It can be used for hundreds of our programs that we register for. So very helpful, very useful. It's just getting started. You know, like anytime you fill out for a new software app to get in there. But very useful program for us because it actually gets you a receipt and tells you all the details, where to show up, when to show up. So very detailed information. So weeks 1 through 4, registration starts Friday the 26th, and then we'll get through that, and then more information will come out about the second phase of it. And that information is there too, but I don't want to overwhelm with people with dates and times, so let's just stick with Phase 1, which is the first 4 weeks. Registration starts on Friday the 26th. You know, and I just want to tell people, I got out of my car this morning, and there was a great blue heron
on your hood.
Well, close. I'm close. But, you know, it was like there, and I'm thinking there's so much. And there was a red cardinal when I went to get in my car. And there's so much wildlife here in the villages. Tons. You know, there's a lot of golf carts and stuff, but you take it for granted, all the wildlife that's out there.
Yes.
And, you know, so if you've got a pair of binoculars, or you even got your iPhone or your phone or a camera, go to Sharon Rose Weegens Preserve or the Fenny Springs area. There's just so many great, or Live Oaks Park. There's so many great park settings that you can go to.
Do you know where I'm seeing a lot of people with binoculars? Okahumpka.
That's right.
Tons of people, and they're like bird watching in the trees, because I go past Okahumpka every morning to get to my shop, and there is no less than 1 or 2 people there.
We have a great bird club, Resident Lifestyle Club, but yes, they're seeing wild turkeys. There's some otters. Of course, we've got some alligators. There's a ton of bird life there. There's some hawks and some owls. I think there's a nesting set of owls, which the babies are starting to grow. So, you can. It's like National Geographic here in the villages, or Discovery Channel, and it's just really cool. I saw that great blue heron. I'm like, this is great. You know, this right here in our back door. You know, we've got all sorts of stuff. So lots of great passive areas. You're going to continue to see more of that. Franklin is getting closer. We will be giving that date out the next week or 2, and I mean, it's gonna, like you said last week, it's gonna be a really cool.
It's
setup.
amazing. Yeah. We drove past last night again, and the color. I just can't get over the color scheme. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Very uplifting, very positive, very energized type colors, and great lighting. So, and great indoor and outdoor amenities for people. So, really excited about it. It's going to be a really cool grand opening. We're planning some really cool stuff, of course, themed around watermelon and the history of watermelon in the state of Florida and Leesburg area. But, we've got a lot of cool things going on. I know we got some rain going on. We have some softball cancellations. And, you know, when we get some rain, which we need, we definitely need it.
Definitely.
You know, be mindful that if you go to play pickleball and the courts are wet, you might want to squeegee them and roll them, or wait till they dry up, or the softball fields may be too muddy or to get on there. So sometimes we have to pull back a little bit on our play time until Mother Nature comes out with the sunshine and dries things off there. But it's always just temporary, right?
Yeah, it's always temporary.
And there's lots of indoor activities to do.
That's right.
As well.
Yeah, we were talking about that show that's this afternoon. There's still some tickets left for that. So if it's raining,
but you've also got the arcades at some of the rec centers.
Yes, first responders, Lake Okahumpka.
I mean, even if it's raining, there's always stuff to do.
Table shuffleboard, darts, the arcade games.
And like John said, Memorial Day weekend. If you're new to the villages, you have to go to the Eisenhower Rec Center.
Yeah.
Because if you want to talk about, there's military memorabilia in there that was donated by the veterans of the villages. And there's some amazing, amazing stuff to look at Eisenhower.
You can spend hours in there, and stuff that goes back to the Civil War. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the donations. Yeah, what a great idea to go to Eisenhower during Memorial Day. So, the offices are closed, but everything else is open. I'm glad that was a good reminder there, segue for me. So, the actual staff offices are closed, but staff is there to help with people taking tours of the rec centers. And so make sure you get your guest IDs if you have folks coming in for the long holiday weekend. And there'll be some people here visiting, using the swimming pools, but make sure your staff will be out there checking the guest IDs and the resident ID cards. Make sure you have them on there and have a good time. I think it's going to be a great weekend. It'll be here before we know it. So I probably won't be here next Monday, but I'll be with you in spirit.
Okay, well, just shoot me a text.
I will.
Just say, Jack, it's mimosa time.
It rhymes with Monday.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you for your service. God bless you on that,
thank
man.
you,
That's
John.
unbelievable.
We love you. Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
The director of Recreation and Parks here in the Villages, the one and only John Rohan.
We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You're here to have fun, lots of fun. We're Lake Nutrition Center, your health food store. We offer vitamins, supplements, immune boosters, gluten-free and plant-based options that will support your health. We're here to help you feel better, sleep better, manage your stress of those pickleball tournaments, navigate the traffic circles, and help you with your golf game. We look forward to meeting you and helping you stay healthy and have more fun.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
This is VNN.
Saturday was Armed Forces Day. Over at Veterans Memorial Park of the Villages, residents attended the annual ceremony. Guest speaker, retired U.S. Army Major Michelle Bashir, says there are just over 1.2 million active duty military personnel that represent proud, professional, well-trained men and women in uniform serving and defending their country all around the world. As together with strength and vigilant readiness, they stand proudly to defend our security, prosperity, and our values. Nearly 19% of villagers have donned a U.S. military uniform over the years, so the crowd was filled with patriotism. The next ceremony at Veterans Memorial Park is 10 a.m. May 29th for Memorial Day. Area residents have a new restaurant to enjoy. Another Broken Egg Cafe opened its doors on May 8th in Brownwood. Staff offers Southern sensibilities with shrimp and grits, Bourbon Street pancakes, country fried steak eggs Benedict, and cocktails too. There are now more than 80 Another Broken Egg locations in 15 states. This restaurant is open from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily, and it's located at 3713 Magason Road in Brownwood. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
So one of the favorite things I experience as an audiologist is, this is going to sound weird, it's earwax removal. It's called cerumen management professionally. So what we do with the Villages Health is we use a device called the Irrigator. It is the coolest device. Most people call it almost like an ear spa, like you're getting a massage. It's body temperature water that comes out in a steady flow that almost feels like your ear canal is getting massaged. It takes seconds in most cases, minutes every once in a while. The wax comes out and you're feeling great. So you don't have to be a patient of the Villages Health. Our audiologists are specialists that take just about every insurance. We're happy to adopt you just for earwax removal.
A local business aims to entertain kids with chocolate. Peterbrook Chocolatier is gearing up for its Kids Chocolate Day Camp. This year will be a Jurassic-themed camp. A chocolatier will show the kids how to make chocolate bones, Peterbrook's popular candy apples, a chocolate fossil print, and a volcano out of Rice Krispie treats, too. Co-owner Sarah Bauer-Sox says this is a fun experience and the children may make friends and memories as they get to enjoy chocolate. This is for kids 5 and older. Grandparents and parents are welcome to join as well. The camp is from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday, starting June 5th until August 10th. Register by calling the store at 352-391-5877. The Villages is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment. These are the bands ready to perform for you on Tuesday. That's all the news we have for you now. Pick up a copy of Tuesday's Daily Sun to read about robotic surgery. Keep enjoying the Village's lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.